Hey Capricorn, how are you? This is Mary Ellen coming to you from beautiful New Mexico. I'm just about an hour south, I think, of Santa Fe today, and doing my best to get the readings out. Those of you who know I'm traveling, there's going to be a very special shamanic healing event coming this weekend at the Scorpio new moon, and I continue to think I've been traveling, so a little out of touch. I think there's one spot open. If there's anybody who would like to come and join us, please click the link for my website below the video and get in touch with me right away. It's going to be a beautiful group. We've rented a retreat center up in the mountains. It's going to be really wonderful. Making use of the Scorpio new moon for healing and for delving deep into your purpose and your soul and your contract. So I'm just going to put that there, and we'll jump in. Scorpio, hang on, I just got to go to my viewfinder. Yeah, so the message is coming up. Doesn't surprise me, Scorps. You're, of course, as you know, you're the heroes of the universe at the moment. That's your card, Scorpio. That's the Devil card. In Soul Tarot, it talks about your will being challenged in order to give you the ability to grow and shift and change through a process of releasing your fears, and that's what the soul does within this card. So far from the traditional notion of the devil, it's not about being stuck or changed or chained to something or addictions, etc. It's really about releasing the things that hold you back. And I suppose the categories I just spoke about certainly could be in that, but because of where we're at, as you all know, given the astrology and the events that are going on in the world, your energy is being utilized in a very auspicious way. You certainly are going to be feeling it. You've been on a very challenging, long journey. And my guides are talking about the apex of the journey is being approached now. And so your energy is deepening and strengthening. And that's the next card, the Strength card. In Soul Tarot, I use the Celtic Wisdom Tarot deck. This is the empowerment of your will. And it does have everything to do with following the energy, follow the astrology, understand the reflection of your own life. And there we see the sacred goddess of victory holding the soul in her lap on her knee as she follows the thread of the energy. Okay, my guides are talking about toward the enlightenment that she needs, the divinatory power that she has to understand how the energy affects the outcome. So that's what my guides want to speak to you about. Very interesting. Very powerful. Very much coming into your power. And so, you've been through this process where, and for many Capricorns, not all, you felt a lot of destruction in your life. Some of you experienced it, and a diminishing of your power. In those days, in order to restructure you, help you let go of your fears and sit in your power. And this day, these days that we're in right now, as we move into the conjunction of Pluto and Saturn in Capricorn, this is what you're doing. That's how powerful you are. And that's why you've been through this process, and you continue to work with the energy in a very mystical way. And you're looking, Capricorn, that's about divine knowing, literally involved energetically in the spinning of destiny in this universe that we occupy on this little blue planet. It's really beautiful, extremely powerful, and I love that the acknowledgement and the support of the universe is coming through. So there we go. This cycle that we've just come through with the Aries full moon brought us to a culmination point. And, part of what I'm going to talk about for sure is your love life. So here we have, under the light of the things I just said, the dialogue of art, sacred art of knowing, being in a dialogue with yourself, the male, female half of yourself, going through a transformation, and at the same time resting in your passion. And the way the moon cycle affects you, and the sacred waters of knowing flow into you through these cycles. So you are the sea goat. The moon does affect you. You do have water elements in your being, my guides are saying. So for some of you, this is the Two of Cups. Some of you are moving into the ability to be in communication, if you will, and balance energy with someone else, whether it's a lover or someone that you're connecting with for a particular purpose. You know, it could be creating, it could be a project, it could be at work, it could be somebody within your family that suddenly you're having a deep bond with. So always look widely and understand, for some of you, yes, we're talking about love, but understand that your life, my guides are saying words like the monumental aspects of your life, having chose to come here to be present in these moments, embodying the Capricorn energy to literally help spin and bring forward destiny. It's beautiful, very sacred. I love it. So let's see what else my guides have to say to you about what's going on in your life. Yeah, look. Okay, that's a card about Halloween. There's the full moon again. It's about touching death. This would be the Seven of Pentacles. So there's something that you're wanting to shift and change. This young man had to go into the land of the fairies. He had a vision about a catastrophe. And when he had the vision, it pulled him across to the other side. He met a fairy who helped him go back and sound a warning. And he eventually returned to the land of the fairies and married that woman and lived there with her forever. So there may be a lover in your life that is causing you to have this kind of experience in love. I love that this is actually, in a way, it's about Halloween. Let me move my camera back, see if we can get a little more room. There we go. So in your love aspects, there's a great coming together. There's a balancing going on. And because this is technically the Seven of Pentacles, you're wanting it to grow. And you're willing to go into the sacred realm to have a transformational experience because of your strength, because you want this relationship to grow, if that's about love in your life. Obviously, we can easily make associations about what's happening with Pluto and Saturn in Capricorn and relate that to your wider life. Look, that's the Lover's card. So, Caps, I do hope and pray that for a lot of you, there's a sacred love relationship. You certainly need it. You certainly deserve it because you've been through so much. So we see a progression of two people who find each other. They're coming to know each other. They're balancing their energy. They're having a lot of discussion. They're going deep because whatever this is, you want it to grow. It feels that good. And somehow this relationship is going to require you to vanquish some of your fears, maybe to let go of something that is controlling you on the inside, my guides are talking about. So, yeah, look, okay, so this relationship is growing and shifting and changing, and you have the strength to do what it takes, and it might take a valiant act of courage, in a sense, like this person had to go deep inside, release your fears, focus on your strength. Know that releasing your fears is your strength, quite literally, and my guides talk a lot about the strength of being vulnerable, to be open with someone, to share your desires and your fears, so that this relationship can move into the realm of sacred lovers. The potential is there for a lot of you, and Capricorn, just keep doing your work, because we see the prediction here. So you may have met somebody on this last full moon in Aries, or something is being initiated at that time, and till into the next moon cycle, you're going to be going through what the changes that the relationship needs. And those changes come in part, of course, for you. We're going to look into your partner as well. But look, that's the Bridge card. That's the Ten of Pentacles. So in this deck, it's about spiritual and mystical knowledge and wisdom. So because you are going through this shift and change continuously, just because you're a Capricorn, and I know that you all know that by now, this is about the Akashic records, the guides, the angels, the ascended masters. It's about spiritual wealth and self-knowing that make you available for the kind of exalted love that you want in your life. So very auspicious time, and a manifestation, my guides are saying, wow, this is amazing, of how the movement of Pluto and Saturn, my guides are talking about Scorpio. So the Scorpio new moon is coming. And because you're the sea goat, you have the opportunity to use this energy Look at that. 3 cards about the full moon. And this is the actual moon card. So intuition, things being revealed, things coming to a culmination, secrets, secret hidden knowledge, things like that. You may need to, as you're releasing your fears, you may need to, on a spiritual basis, because this is the line that addresses your spiritual needs and desires, if you will, and what your soul is attempting to achieve, the thing that people call their purpose. So in my readings, my guides always say, you are your purpose. Absolutely. It has everything to do with you becoming as fully into yourself as you can. That's your purpose. And then the things you do when you reach that goal and continue, because it's a lifelong process, that's your only purpose. It's your energy that you're here with. Okay? So I've made that speech a lot. I know you know it. But in case you're new, I just want to let you know how the energy is moving in luck. The 3 of Pentacles. So, you're going through a really profound process. And when you go deep into the spiritual realm and you sail away in this boat to any destination that brings you harmony, the potential is there if you use the energy that comes through the moon. And then in those moments, you enter the temple. You are there with the guides and the angels again. Look. Something very profoundly spiritual is unfolding for you this month, and I think through the probably the next 2 or 3 months. So, getting together with the benefactors, the guides, the angels, shining a light on the plan, together with the universe. And I think that's why the moon is here so much. Honestly, this is about the deep, Cappies. You're going into the deep, and that's where you live anyway. But they're just telling you, it's an acknowledgement from my guides. This is how fabulous you are. They know this is what you're doing. Your purpose is this. And you came here to spin the energy in order to be that. Okay, the woman of battle. Look at that. She's been through her transformation. She's got her amulet on. She's holding her power in her hands with that spear. The wind of change is blowing and her hand is open. She's known as the first one to jump into the gap. Very clear. And what I like about this is this card is looking into this process. Okay, let me just move my pretty little stones over. We'll put her right here and we'll get an outcome card for you. Okay, so Spirit, please let us know what is the energy for Capricorn for this week and beyond. I love the pattern that's been coming through in these readings. And I love how deep this is. 3 moon cards, 3 cards indicating shift and change and growth and balance into a very, very sacred place. As you look into the journey that you are destined to have, in a sense. Yeah, it's just, of course, no surprise in a sense. Look at that. That's the Fool card. So some of you really have some really beautiful connection that's growing, and it is being affected by the moon cycles very definitely. And what is happening is that as you release your fears and you come more fully into your strength and into the sacred realm within you, it affects the relationship and it causes it to transform and grow. And you're not shrinking back from that. You're actually jumping right off the cliff. So the Fool card in this deck is the soul. It's a 0 point, a new beginning. Right? So there we are, humanity slumbering in a sense in our human form, but we're mystical beings. And we all desire to have this moment of jumping off a cliff in order to find our destiny. And so in this depiction, it's about a Kundalini awakening and going through the portal to have a soul journey, to turn your own destiny, and that's a sacred bowl of healing. So this is the outcome card, in a sense, if you will, for this reading for your energy and about this love relationship that clearly many of you are engaged in. So I'm going to grab something. Let's take a look at your partner, okay? I'm going to grab something from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck about your sweet love, my guides are calling it. We'll take a look into your lover, into your love aspects, into the relationship for those of you that are in a relationship. Okay, that just, look there, look at that, the corn. So that's all about bringing forward abundance. So whoever this person is that you're engaging with in this way, it's bringing a lot of abundance, or you're feeling it to be very abundant in your life, and they are as well. Feeling the abundance that the relationship brings to them. There's a certain way, my guys are saying, hang on a second. My little makeshift office here. There's a certain way that the abundance is flowing that is bringing forward this really beautiful magic. And there's something about the way the card of the flow looks into the corn. It's very mystical. So things are definitely growing. There's a lot of growth going on. And the growth of the relationship is going to bring forward a lot of sustenance and a lot of abundance. Really beautiful. All right, I'm going to pull something for you from the Journey of Love. And we'll see what my guides, yeah, look. How beautiful and tender is that? Sweet soul rising. And we see indications of sacred passing. There are indications of the moon. It looks a little bit watery, doesn't it, Scorps? So that's beautiful. Clearly, we see it in the deck, in the spread, rather. So let's take a look for your lover. Let's find out what the Journey of Love card, energy indication, my guides are saying, for them. And then we'll jump in to the little golden tarot deck and we'll see what's going on with them. So that you can love each other, support each other, understand the relationship, understand the aspects of the energy that are affecting you now. Okay, I'm just looking at the split. Okay, so this is coming right off the top, okay? Cosmic butterfly. So the fact that you have this soul rising and your partner is also going through some kind of transformation. It's not a surprise, really, when we see the cards, is it? When you see these cards for you, Capricorn, what's going on? So let's take a look. Let's get the golden tarot. We'll shuffle a little bit. I pre-shuffled, but I'm just going to give a little manual shuffle, my guides are saying. Okay, Spirit, what is it we could know? What could we, message could we give to Capricorn about their lover, about their aspects at work? You know, as I said, whatever this may be, there's something beautiful going on. It may be new because we see the Two of Art here, Two of Cups, and because you're continuing to go through your change. It's bringing forward to you now these benefits, I think. Because when we see all the cards the way they are, and then for your partner, we have the corn and the cosmic butterfly, you are causing them to shift and change and come into their own abundance by virtue of the relationship, which is really wonderful. Okay, Spirit, okay, so that's what they want. It wouldn't shuffle back in, so let's see what's here. So yeah, for some of you, something very tender, very sweet, nostalgia. Might be about family, could be about children. We're talking about your sweet love, so it may be somebody from childhood, it might be a past life, but there's something very tender and nostalgic about this beautiful connection. Very beautiful. And there, look. Okay, might be a fellow earth sign, the Knight of Pentacles. And you've got pentacles all over your reading. So somebody who has come through their own shift and change, they've advanced to the place where they are at, and they are moving in your direction. Perhaps slowly, but because they want stability as well. So my guides are talking about the manifestations of the Strength card. It takes a lot of strength to go slow and to build with intention. And so whoever this is, whatever this energy is about, they're really feeling very tender feelings for you. And so definitely they want to go on this new journey with you. Three of Wands, looking out over their life, standing at the port, knowing that their ship is coming in, and they see their destiny unfolding, and it's coming forward. And I love that. That's a beautiful notion. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so let's shuffle up. Let's see what else the guides have to say. Spirit, please give us some more messages about Capricorn's beautiful love. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. Look, the Strength card as well. So, you know, whoever this is, you're well mated with this person. They have the ability to journey with you. I love that, Caps, because, you know, you don't suffer fools, and you need someone who's strong and stable in their own right, or actually you have a hard time respecting that person. It's just the way it goes. All right, Spirit gives a little more, please. Okay, look. See that? Ooh, I like it, Capricorn. And look, 7 of Pentacles. So my guys just said, and that's a wrap. So you are, some of you really mirroring each other. A lot of indications of quantum partnership, soulmate, twin flame, all those things. I think there's a message here also about, as we sail into the days of confusion, my guides are saying, with all the political upheaval and the manifestations of Pluto and Capricorn finally coming into fruition, you also get to come into your fruition in this way. And that to me it's a welcome promise in a sense, because you've been through so much. I like it. Let me just adjust the screen a little bit. There we go. All right. I'm going to pick from the bag of rooms. Let me grab a little sip of tea first. So, gang, I am asking for those who feel so inclined to help me fundraise for my journey. I am out in the world doing my best as an earth sign to bring forward the change and to help people grow into their destiny. And it's what I was asked to do for this year coming forward. So I'm in the initial part of that journey, and I would love your support. Anybody who would like to send a donation, the link is below. And any funds that you donate will be, you'll get a little coupon from me. You can apply that towards a reading or a gift as a Christmas gift, or however you want to use it. That's fine with me, any of my services. Okay? And thank you. I'm just really grateful for all the love and support that's pouring in. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so that is the rune for the torch. It is about opening. It's about destiny. So I'm going to put it right here with the two of you, and we'll take a look at the book, okay? And just give you a little notion about what that's about. I use the Book of Runes from the beautiful Ralph Blum. You can get it on Amazon. It's very sort of simplistic, and it boils the notions down to the bare facts, my guides are saying, but I've come to really love it. It's auspicious in its simplicity, okay? So there it is, opening. It's about fire and about the torch. I love it. Thank you, Spirit. So this is the rune of opening and renewed clarity. It is about dispelling the darkness that has been shrouding some part of your life. You are free now to both receive gifts and know the joy of non-attached giving. This is Kano, the rune for the morning of activities, for serious, clear intent and concentration. All of these are essential at the beginning of any endeavor. It is one of the 13 cycle runes, and the protection offered by Kano is this: the more light you have, the better you can see what is trivial and what is outmoded in your own conditioning. And that's why we're starting with this. You are continuing to deepen your process, Capricorn, and you are going deeper into your strength with every fear and every anxiety and all the things that you are releasing that are being shown to you through these moon cycles. So trust yourself. Be your own guide. You understand what you need to do, and the ability to be vulnerable, especially in a love relationship, is a very great strength. And it's bringing you into your destiny and the ability to sail into whatever brings harmony to you in the sacred realm. And the strength that you have is being reflected. It's really beautiful to see you standing there like that. So in relationships, there can now be a mutual opening up, which you may trigger and set in motion through your awareness that the light of understanding is once again available to you both. Beautiful. And that's that for this week. So gang, thanks so much. I always ask people to click the like button for me and invite all the new viewers to click the subscribe button and click the little bell so you get the notices, okay? Great to be here with you. I look forward to seeing you next week. And enjoy the Scorpio new moon. It's going to be very powerful. Make sure to check your astrology so you understand all the aspects that you're working with. Thanks again for being here, Capricorn. I'll see you next week.